nothing further, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Hillard, since you've determined to act as your own attorney, you're entitled to make a closing statement at this time.
Your Honor, in the past 2 months, I've secured a residence. I've refurbished that residence and made it an environment fit for children. Those are your words. I'm also holding down a job as a shipping clerk. So I believe I met your requirements. Ahead of schedule. In regards to my behavior, I can only plead insanity. Because ever since my children were born, the moment I looked at them, I was crazy about them. Once I held them, I was hooked. I'm addicted to my children, sir. I love them with all my heart. The idea of someone telling me I can't be with them, I can't see them every day, it's like someone saying I can't have air. I can't live without air, and I can't live without them. Listen, I would do anything. I just want to be with them. You know, I need that, sir. We have a history. Just, they mean everything to me, and they need me as much as I need them. So please, don't take my kids away from me.
So hey everybody. So Robin Williams, everybody in the world thought, oh man, funniest guy in the world, great comedian, great actor, great guy. Well, he is. He was amazing, absolutely amazing. And one of my favorite movies that he starred in was Mrs. Doubtfire, and we all know about the heartbreaking ending of that movie. And we all know the heartbreaking ending of his life. See, that's the thing, guys. Nobody really knows, but us guys, we know because we've been through it, we've gone through it. And it just is the most horrifying experience that any dad could go through. To give it their all, to fight, to battle, to go into court, looking for peace, looking for equality, looking for a common ground that both you and the mother can reach. But the problem is there's so much greed, and there's like one or the other wants to control instead of taking a time out and going, hey, what's in the best interest of our children? And it's both parents. It's both parents working together.
Why can't you and Mom just pretend to be happy?
We probably could.
And we'd still be a family.
Yeah, we would be. But we'd be a pretend family, you know? It wouldn't be real. You'd know. You know, we'd be acting. You can't act 24 hours a day. I'm not that good an actor today. Prove that. No? Life's more real and wonderful than that. Acting? It's nice. It's a job.
It's your job to be our father.
No, it's not a job. It's a joy being your father. I don't have to play the part of your father. I am your father. I may act like a fool, but I am your father, okay? Always. Rain, shine. That's the one wonderful thing in my life. You forgive me? Come on. It's okay. It's all right. I'm sorry. There'll be more days like this. I'm sorry. I can't spell discriminate either. Come on, your mom's. She's waiting.
I gotta tell all y'all, man, talk about heartbreaking. You know, that's definitely a little girl that loves her daddy, and I just don't get it. I mean, and then you see the mom, she just won in court, and she's like, oh yeah, you know, go over talk to your dad. She's watching her daughter cry and bawl and like hug her dad. You can tell she loves her dad. Dads are a very, very important part of the kids' life, and it doesn't get paid attention to enough, but it soon will be. I'm telling all you guys out there right now, all you dads, there's going to be a change. So, you know, smile, hang in there, and if things get really rough, you know, go ahead, get a hold of me on this page. I want to hear your story, and you know, if you're going through some hard times, you need somebody to talk to, please get a hold of me. Suicide is not the way out, and you know, eventually it will get better. It will. So anyways, guys, man, it's just hard. It's hard. Definitely hard, guys. I get it. Believe me, I get it. Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Dr. Dowell, and today we're going to be talking about family court, discrimination against us dads. We're going to be talking about suicide. Bodies are piling up left and right because dads just can't handle anymore, and they're committing suicide because the one thing that means the world to them, okay, it's bad enough that you have to go through a divorce, but it's another thing when you get double whammied, okay? So now you have to go to family court, and everybody knows in family court you can commit perjury, custody evaluators are committing perjury, lawyers are encouraging perjury because there's absolutely zero consequences for perjury, right? It's messed up. And another thing, I mean, we're talking about a government operation here, like family court. That's what it is. So why is perjury accepted? It wouldn't be in a regular courtroom, but the same judges that are running the same regular courtrooms run a family court too, as well. So why is it a double standard? Right is right, wrong is wrong. One thing that all you guys, especially you guys that have never gone through family court, man, I feel bad for all y'all because you don't even know what's going to happen. And after it's all said and done, it's either going to make or break you, and it's really going to decipher how much fight you have in you after it's all said and done, because it's going to whoop your, you know what. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's the worst thing I personally ever went through. And but what do? You got to fight for your kids. But when you're fighting a system that's set up to destroy you and destroy us dads, I mean, how does that work? I mean, and then these dads, I mean, after divorce could take 2-3 years. All they have to do is file a false protection order, or make up some stories, or say you have bad anger issues, you're crazy, you're this, that, and the other thing. The next thing you know, man, she's having the last laugh. And it's no secret when you're going through a divorce, I mean, it's going to get nasty no matter what, whether you got kids or don't have kids, but especially if you have kids, because whatever you did to upset her, to make her mad, to cause the divorce, or vice versa, she did something horrible to you. It doesn't matter what the case is. You know, she's going to run away with the kid, and that's that. But to be honest and truthful, basically, both y'all have custody of the child until one files the paperwork. So keep that in mind, guys. I ain't saying grab your kid and run to Mexico or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, you guys equally to that point. But as soon as you break up and she grabs a kid and starts filing all this paperwork, man, it's over. And then in family court, it's no secret. You know, they just throw the book at guys. They make billions of dollars off divorces and everybody's tragedies, and like it's a tragedy in itself, family court, because I mean, it's just, they're not fit to govern. And when I say that they're not fit to govern, is any establishment in the history of establishments, if they condone, ignore, and don't penalize for perjury, then they're not fit to be governed, to govern anybody, any government agency. And that's the sad part. It's a government agency. Like, there's the same judges that run in regular courtrooms run in family courtrooms, right? And it's just insane to me that there's a double standard. Like, oh, it's okay to lie and commit perjury over here, but like over here, like you can't. And if you do, you'll get thrown in jail, dependent at the judge's discretion. You know, it's just like, it's almost like saying, well, if you're this person, you can rob a bank and it's okay. Like, but if you're this person, like, you're going to do 15 years in jail. Like, probably not the greatest example in the world, but like, okay, to me, at the end of the day, right is right, wrong is wrong. And everybody should be held accountable. There is 75% of mothers out there that are abusive, got anger problems, beat their kids, etc. They have custody of their children. And you want to know why? Because judges favor towards the woman. They do. 110%. I dare any woman in the world to argue with that. Because I've seen the statistics. 85% of women that go into family court win and walk out with custody. And the ones that don't have drug problems, drug issues, and they pick drugs over their kids. And then in which case the dad that doesn't have the drug problem gets the children and they get custody. But I'll tell you what, every time I hear a dad, and it's not every case, I'm not going to stereotype, there are some dads that legitimately get it. But overall, the courts automatically favor towards the woman before you even step in the courtroom, no matter what. And then when you throw domestic, false allegations, perjury, custody coordinators perjuring, and lawyers perjuring, because they know there's no consequence. So what? Do you think they want to go in there to lose? No, of course. So behind a closed door, you know the lawyers are saying, hey, you know what, say this, make up this. I mean, you want to win, right? So, like, it's just horrible stuff, guys. I mean, we need to push for change. We got to get this stuff changed because it's not fair. It's not fair at all. There's a lot of guys that are dying. They can't handle it. It's a lot. Believe me, I've been through it, gone through it. It's a lot. It will either make you or break you psychologically. I'm telling you guys. It will or it won't. And you'll be tested to see absolutely 110% how strong and tough you are. How tough you really are. Because, man, you could take the biggest, buffest guy in the whole entire world with the biggest muscles you've ever seen and watch a guy drop to his knees when all of a sudden the judge is saying, okay, well, you get to go from seeing your children every day to, okay, you can see your children every other weekend. And that's if you get to see them in the meantime before the divorce is finalized. Because then there's that in-between time where until it's all settled out, I mean, the woman could be like, well, you can't see your kids until the divorce is finalized. And then what? I mean, and it's horrible. And then there's guys that it just feels like their hearts just got ripped out of their chest. I'm one of those guys. I went through it, and I'm telling you 110%, it was the worst life experience that I've ever went through in my whole entire life. So the thing is dads are very, very, very important. But of course we already know that. But statistically, around the clock, like kids are more prone to be violent criminals, felons, commit misdemeanors, break the law, act out. And, I think like Jay-Z, like I seen a little thing on Jay-Z, right? And he said that children without fathers are angry. They're angry people. And it makes sense. I grew up without my dad being there, and he committed suicide, and it was absolutely heartbreaking for me. And so that's why it's kind of important for me to make this video and address everybody in the world. And if I can help somebody out, I'm going to help them out. And if any of y'all need me, I'm there. And like I said, get a hold of me and at least give me an opportunity to talk you down. I don't want bodies are piling up left and right. It's horrible to me, and it really makes me sad. It's awful. It could all be prevented by family court, by doing the right thing. And I know people make their own choices at the end of the day, but what they do to us guys, us good dads, and I'm talking about good dads in the courtroom, is uncalled for. It's not right. I mean, there's doctors, there's dentists, there's dads in great professions that are good at what they do in the profession, and they're great at what they do at home, being a family man, being a family dad. And, you know, because a relationship fails, they should not be penalized with an already heartbreaking divorce, because nobody gets married to get a divorce. Nobody does it. I don't know of anybody. And if there are people out there that do that, they ain't right. They ain't right in the head. And well, that's a different topic for a different day, right? So, but in any event, I mean, it's horrible, guys. It's horrible, and it needs to stop. The war on good dads needs to stop, and it needs to stop now. And also, I want to shout out to all you mothers out there that let's say you had a bad breakup. I don't think there is such a thing as a good breakup, but I mean, there are civilized breakups and divorces. And to all you wonderful mothers out there that put your children first and do the 50-50 joint and put your children first, I applaud you like you wouldn't believe. I like all day long, I applaud you guys. It's such a rare thing, but it's the right way to do it. It's the right thing. You know, the kids deserve to have both you guys in their lives, and they don't deserve to feel torn in between one or the other, because you kind of see in the video, you know, it's just, it impacts the children. It's not just about you or him, right? It's about the children. And so I really have a lot of respect for any woman and every woman who goes with joint custody and puts your personal feelings aside for your significant others, to pursue the best interest of your child and your child being happy. Because believe me, your children are going to be happier, absolutely 110%, with having both you guys in their lives, and especially without you guys fighting and arguing, bickering, man. So like I said, I mean, I applaud all you wonderful women out there, and thank you, because for the ones that do that, they're a part of our movement moving forward, and for 50-50 joint being the new standard that we're all pursuing right now, all 57 million of us. So yeah. And as far as all you good dads out there, um, keep up the good work and keep fighting for your children. And let's all stick together. We're going to stop this war on dads once and for all, and we are going to get equality eventually, sooner than you think. And so just keep up the good work, dads. We got this. Dr. Dow, signing out. Catch you guys in the next video.